Well, welcome to another Angling Direct Quick Bite. And as we come into spring, I don't need to tell you again how effective bright hook baits and minimal bait are to get a few bites. And well, a lot of you will be chucking your spinner rigs out and your Ronnie rigs out. But I like the chod rig still, and I prefer a naked chod rig for my spring fishing. But there's a good way of doing this. A little twist to the normal naked chod rig, which I think gives it an edge. First of all, it needs to be super safe. So that top bead on there, that sits on the main line on a little rubber sleeve, so that will pop off if you do crack off or snap your main line. And you've got your little chod itself that runs up and down on the main line. I've got a 15-pound fluorocarbon main line. I prefer fluorocarbon, it sinks a bit quicker and you get a better presentation that way. Now this is the important bit. At the end of my naked chod rig, you'll see there a little bit of spliced leader. Now that's spliced onto a Korda Heli-Safe, and then there's another bead on a little bit of silicone that just sits on that leader. And the reason I have a short section of leader, two reasons really. When the chod is being cast, it sits on top of that bead on the leader and protects the hook point from bouncing on the lead during the cast. But the main reason I use it, previously, a lot of years ago, when I first started using naked chod rigs, when you hook a fish and that ring swivel is rubbing up and down the main line when you're playing the fish, I have had the main line break. So what that does, when you get a fish, that bead will pop down, you've got your ring swivel rubbing on that leader, and it's got loads of abrasive resistance, so it won't break and it protects the rig from breaking. And again, on the Heli-Safe, the lead will drop off. I don't really like a lead right next to the hook when I'm playing a fish. A few of the fisheries I fish have got a barbless hook rule, and losing that lead means I land more fish. So don't neglect the chods. They're a great way for single hook bait fishing when you're just fishing over a light scattering of boilies, and this is probably the best way to fish them.